Hello there, Amanda here. I wanted to flip through this planner today and show you how I created it using completely free resources. I looked high and low for a good planner that fit my needs and could not find one. I have used very inexpensive planners. You can pick them up for $1 at Dollar Tree or just a couple bucks at Walmart or Target or something, and they're the very simple ones that just have like a month layout and then a day-to-day layout, and that's ultimately all I needed. But I felt like I was missing a little bit, so I looked at some higher end planners and found that they were too much for me. Price wise, I didn't see spending that much money on something when I was only going to use about half of the pages. So I decided to make something myself, save money in the process, and actually use what's going to work for me. So I found a bunch of free downloads and pieced some things together to create this. So this cover I actually created on Canva myself. The background was a cover from something else, and it said student planner, and I didn't want that, so I just cut the background out, blew it up so that it would fit the entire page, and then added my own things on top. So this is our homeschool name, and then the year 2021 to 2022. I have used planners this size in the past, and they just have very small spaces, and I felt like I didn't have enough room to write in these spaces. So I wanted to make a full-size planner. So this is a 8.5 by 11, and I have bound it with a comb binder, and I use these plastic sheets on the front and the back. And then the cover, the front cover and the back cover, were both printed on cardstock. And then the papers inside were printed on, some was on 20-pound paper when I didn't know much about paper, and some of it was on 24-pound paper. So this was just a quote, a little decorative page from one of the free downloads. Education is an atmosphere, a discipline, a life. I liked that. And then this first part here is just a year at a glance. So it just was labeled January, February, March, all the way through the months. I added in the years myself, and I like this because it's very simple. I can write anything in these spaces, but then I can look at the entire year all at once. So this is very important to have in the planner for me. This page, these student quarterly academic goals. I printed this out. I wanted to be that person who would fill this out and reach goals. It hasn't happened yet. I leave it there because I think maybe one day I'll decide what I'm going to write there, but so far it's blank. And then I have an attendance log. So as you can see, I kind of went ahead a little bit and crossed off the weekends just a couple weeks ahead. And then starts the monthly layouts. These are very important to me. I cannot give up the monthly layouts because I have so many birthdays to remember and so many events through the church, and my daughter just started a soccer team, so I need to be able to just jot things down quickly and see the whole month at once. It's very empty right now because we're just coming out of August, and I haven't really had anything start up yet, but here in a couple months, it's going to get full. So I just have all the months on a 2-page spread. And then another like dividing page. So this is from a different download from the other one. This one was, I think it was the one that came from this. I think this color scheme here is the same as this color scheme here. So it says, don't question your ability to homeschool your child. You're the perfect person for the job. And this is so important because I've heard people say that they can't do it. They couldn't homeschool their own children. And honestly, who taught your child to walk? Who taught your child to talk? Who potty trained your child? You know, you are your child's very first teacher. Who could better educate your child than you? And this is like my favorite thing to read every time I open this up. So then starts the weekly lesson plans. I am filling things out right now. I'm not sure if this is too much information to be writing per day, not enough information, but right now it's what I've done for the first couple weeks of the school year, and it's worked. So we have Monday through Friday along here, and I just wrote the date, and then in the corner up here is the week. Along the top here, I have the subjects, so math, language arts, social studies, science, 100 Acre Wood, music and prose, and then these little printouts I got from the Under the Home website that goes along with the music and prose that I'm using. So I just glued them in here so that I could access these checklists every time we did a lesson. And then you see here it only goes from Monday to Friday. So then there's a section here that says goals and resources. I will probably use this as like Saturday and Sunday if I need to. And there are 52 sets of weekly lesson plans for the entire year. So all I did was just keep printing copy after copy after copy of that. Here's our next divider page. It says, I will let them be little, fill their hearts with laughter, help them grow wings, nurture their sense of wonder, inspire them to believe, and love them like there is no tomorrow. And then after that is a reading log, which is completely empty. This is another one of those things. I wanted to be that parent. I wanted to keep track of the books. Problem is, my daughter reads picture books sometimes, or chapter books sometimes, or she'll read those books where you're, first teaching children how to read, and it has one word per page, so I'm not really sure which stories I should be keeping track of, and she reads a lot on her own, so I don't really have a way to track all that she's reading all the time. But maybe if I assign her books to read through school, then this will be important. And then here I have curriculum budget in the very back. This is so important to me. I don't know if this is accurate right now, but I'd like to be able to look back on it. And at the end, I have this Teach, Love, Inspire page. All of the divider pages were printed on cardstock to make them a little easier to find when I'm flipping through. But I think I pieced together about 3 or 4 different free planner resources to create this, and it's perfect. I don't need to meal plan or worry about, keeping track of 7 different people's doctor's appointments or anything. So I don't need anything huge. I need something simple. I just need to be able to track classwork and then like birthdays and large events. That's it. So I wasn't able to find the perfect planner. It was always just too little or way too much. And I was able to create this for free. I think in the future, as I get better with creating my own resources through Canva and other sites like that, I think I might make my own just so that the color scheme is the same throughout, because it's kind of all over the place here. But this was perfect for me this year. I will leave links below for where I got the different free downloads, so you can potentially make one yourself. Thank you so much for watching this.